Well, isn't today a thing? I'm a news junkie. I love the news. I love reading the news, seeing what's going on in the world. Today, the Canadian government announced how they're going to beat inflation by spending another $9.8 billion. You heard me right. Now, our finance minister, who's also the deputy prime minister, called people who disagreed with this new policy fiscally illiterate. This finance minister, Chrystia Freeland, in 2013 had to get her parents to co sign for her mortgage. But she's calling you financially illiterate. Inflation is when you have too much of something that devalues everything else. For example, money. If you print, for 5 years, billions of dollars, there's only so much money supply in Canada. I know this because when people started getting their bank accounts frozen, I emptied my TD bank account. There was hundreds of thousands of dollars in that one bank account. I have multiple accounts, by the way. When you have so much money floating around, it devalues the money that's there. There's nothing backing Canadian money. Nothing. We don't use the gold standard. It's basically the government will tell you, yes, this $20 bill is worth $20. Sure, but the cost of everything has risen, so that $20 bill goes a lot less than what it used to. Just a few months ago, they were telling us that inflation was transitory. And before that, they were worried about deflation. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not. But I'm good with my nickels and dimes. In 2000, I left prison, long story, with $4 to my name. In 2003, I got a large out-of-court settlement. I invested that out-of-court settlement in gold. When gold reached, I think it was 1900 bucks an ounce, I sold it all. I reinvested that in pot. I took that money and I made a fucking fortune. I had to learn about money the hard way by losing some of it and then gaining some of it. It is what it is. But when you have someone who is the deputy prime minister, sorry, my dog's here, the deputy prime minister calling people fiscally illiterate, a person who had to get her parents to co sign for her mortgage in 2013. When she worked at Reuters, the news agency owned by the Thompson family. She ran it into the ground financially when she was running that. She is the purse strings for Canada. She holds the credit card for Canada. Our prime minister once said the budget will balance itself. At another time, and this was before he got elected, and people voted for this guy, a drama teacher who may or may not have had sex with a 15-year-old student when he was a drama teacher. It's weird how that young girl's family was paid $2.25 million. Weird, isn't it? Very weird. I'm not a conspiracy guy, but I notice the patterns of things when things are running amok in life. My country, Canada, country I served for over 20 years in the military, is being run by insane people. Insane people. Watch your nickels and dimes. If you watch your nickels and dimes, the dollars and cents will take care of themselves. Anyway, I'm going to run. It's Friday night. I'm going to have a beer. You folks have a great night. And as I said, watch your nickels and dimes.